Hey everyone, this is Martha from Pause Yoga and Fitness. Welcome back. I know it's been a minute, but I wanted to take you through a gentle yoga practice. This is perfect for just maybe a morning where you don't have much time, or maybe just a morning that you're super tired. It possibly could even be used as a wind down before bedtime. Or maybe you're just kind of getting into yoga, and this is just such a great place to start. So I think when we think exercise, so many of us think you have to go like super hard, and always has to be hit, and cardio, and heart rate up, and blah blah blah. But a lot of times, high intensity exercise, really hard stuff, um, can actually produce cortisol in our body. It has that stress effect in our body, and cortisol loves fat. So sometimes it can be counterproductive to do high intensity workouts. And gentle practices are also needed. I mean, it's just all about balance and finding that balance. So knowing when to slow it down and just take a very gentle practice when your body needs that. And then there are times for that high intensity stuff, but not all the time and not every day. So I hope you enjoy this practice. And let's go ahead and get started with that said. So it's come to your mat. I'm clearly on carpet in my little room here. So if you're on carpet as well, join me. But if you are not, then roll out your mat and just have a seat and begin to breathe. So if you are new to yoga, her breath is an inhale through the nose. Belly should rise. And then just maybe a little pause. And then exhale slowly out. You want your exhale to be a little longer than your inhale. So thinking about inhaling maybe for a count of 4. And pause. And then a slow exhale out. Maybe for 7 or 8. Just continuing to breathe like that. Keep your eyes closed. Just take an inhale. And then exhale, drop your right ear, your right shoulder, and breathe. You want to go a little deeper, you can either walk your fingertips out, your left ones, or extend your left arm out. Breathe. Just focusing on softening the left side of your neck. One more. Let's inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop your other ear. And again, your right fingers either grounded or lifted. Extending your arm, feeling that stretch along the right side of your neck. One more breath. And empty out. We'll come right back up. And then from here, as you exhale again, just look over your right shoulder and hold here. Going as deep as your body allows, not pushing anything, not forcing anything. Inhaling to center and exhale. Let's look over your left shoulder. Notice any differences. Back to center. Go ahead and interlace your fingers. Let's send your palms to the sky. Big inhale. And then exhale your hands back behind your head. Draw your elbows in to touch almost, and then tuck your chin. So not forcing this at all. Just a little pressure back there on your neck as you draw your elbows in. And breathe. Inhale, let's open your elbows. Feel your shoulder blades together. Gaze up if it's comfortable. And then exhale. We're going to do and tuck our chin, but this time we're also going to round our back. So think cat pose if you're familiar. Inhale, open up. Feel your shoulder blades come apart. Exhale. One more. And release. So from here, imagining you're going to draw circles with your belly. So we're just going to kind of draw it in. Draw, inhale forward. Exhale it back. Making circles from your belly button in a direction. Take one more here. Okay, we'll switch directions. Release. Draw your shoulders up to your ears, back and down. Take a few shoulder rolls. And then a few to the front. Good. Inhale, arms overhead. Moving with your breath, we're going to drop our right hand down, side then to the right. As you exhale, get that shoulder down, back, and opened. And then inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Let's do this 2 more times. And last one. All right, we're going to come back over to the right. And then you're going to reach your fingertips forward as you gaze forward. Okay. And then open up with your bicep to your ear. Swing your arm to point to the back of the room and around your body. Reach as you inhale. Open up. And make big circles like that. We'll do it one more time. And relax. All right, let's ease to the other side. From here, we're going to inhale, reach forward, open up, swing it around, reach, open, reach to the back, swing it around one more time. And release. Take a nice big inhale, reach up to the sky, and relax. All right, let's make our way into tabletop hands and knees. We're going to take really, we're going to start to kind of move back, forward and back. So go as forward as you can. Try to get that nose well beyond your fingers and then press back. Great stretch in the wrist, lower arm. All right, and then come back to center. And then shift as far over to the right as you can, and then shift as far over to the left. And let's do this a few times. Fingers spread, hands grounded. And then we're going to take this all together and make a real big circle. So you pick your direction. You're going to move forward all the way to the right, all the way back, all the way to the left. Really big, exaggerated circles. One more. Great. All right, let's come back to center. We're going to switch direction. And release. And we're going to take a toe stretch here. So good for the feet. I've heard so many people suffering from plantar fasciitis. So that the fascia right underneath your foot, there's a band there, and it can get real tight and inflamed and super painful. But if you think about it, that band is connected, right? So it could be really tight glutes or hamstrings. But you know, we often don't do much stretching for our feet. I love yoga. So we're going to take a toe stretch. So you're going to tuck your toes. Full version is you sit back on your heels. If you need a little modification, you can bring your fingertips down. You can come up onto your knees. You can even take a block and sit on the block. So again, not that much pressure is on your toes or on your feet, as if you're just sitting back on your heels. But find what works for you. Let's breathe here. 5 full inhales and exhales. Even if you need to stay here for a breath and come out of it, do what you can. Find child's pose if you need. One more. Empty out. Ease back into tabletop. And just kind of wake your feet back up, shake them out, get rid of the block if you had it. And let's come into a child's pose from here. So big toes together, knees out wide, glutes onto your heels, and then start to walk out. We're going to make this active. So keeping your arms extended, ground your forehead down. If your forehead doesn't quite reach the ground, you could use your block. Keep pressing back towards your heels. One more. And knees on up. All right, let's take your right leg out. Belly button pulls in, hips stay leveled, back foot is flexed, toes point down. And you're good to go. Reach your left arm out and breathe. Strong right arm. Inhale. And exhale, land. Other side, reach, hold. Big inhale. And release. Coming into down dog. Fingers are spread. Hands are grounded. Tuck your toes. Press back. And for this first round, go ahead and walk your dog. Paddling out your feet. You can continue to walk, or if you can, find stillness. Knees can bend as much as you need, especially if you're really tight in those hamstrings. Tailbones up, straight back, nice and long. Really pressing back so all the weight's kind of more into your legs. And those heels close to the earth. Breathe. Watch it if you're on carpet. Don't slip. Take one more. And let's go ahead and look to the front. And we're just going to start to walk there. Forward fold. Ragdoll bent. Knees are bent as much as you need. Holding onto your elbows. And just let your upper body hang heavy. Releasing your arms, bend your knees, tuck your chin, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Reach your arms to the sky. Inhale, maybe a little back bend, weight in your heels. And then exhale, we're going to forward fold all the way back down. Inhale, hands to your shins, halfway lift, or to your thighs. And we're going to stay here. Every inhale, lengthen a little bit more. Flat back. One more. Exhale, coming in tighter, deeper. Maybe hugging the back of your legs, getting your tailbone to the sky. My hamstrings are super tight. Notice what's going on in your body. All right. And release. If you need a block, grab it. We're going to plant with your left hand, just kind of right underneath your face, whether it's on the block or the ground. Bend your left knee. Exhale, right arm to the sky. You should feel a stretch along your right side, right booty. Good. Let's go ahead and switch. Right knee bends more than your left. Right hand planted. Exhale, twist. Open up. Gaze up if it feels good. And release. And go ahead and come all the way up. We're going to just work on one balance move, adding in our tree pose. So move to the walls if you need. Tree can be kickstand, calf or inner thigh. Set your gaze, belly button pulls in. So balance work is ab work. Strong in those abs, nice and tall every inhale. You'll grow your tree if you're nice and steady. Hold. One more. Coming out of this as gracefully and as slow and controlled as you came into it. And we're just going to go ahead and switch right to the other side. You pick where you need to be on this side. Breathe. Growing your tree if you're good. And ding out. And releasing. All right, one last thing here. We're just going to march in place. So hands can be out to the side for balance, straight up, a little harder, maybe on your hips, just to kind of keep your hips nice and steady and slow. Stay in prayer. Whatever you need to do, let's go ahead and just lift one knee and then the other. Nice and slow. Imagining you've got blocks on your head and you don't want to spill them, or books maybe even. Maybe your favorite wine glass. Hopefully it's plastic. That can be dangerous. So here we're really working those hip flexors and abs. Nice and steady, nice and easy. Drawing that knee up as high as you can without forcing it. One more on each side. And from here, rounding that foot down. Big inhale, let's reach up. And exhale, lower. And then from here, without hands, actually, let's do this. Let's go ahead and come all the way up. And then without hands, come down to the floor. So if you need to, you can bring your back knee down. You could cross one foot behind the other, or you can lower down through a squat or chair pose. And release. Feet are out in front of you, soft knees. Take a nice big inhale and exhale, fold. Sending your chest down towards your thighs. One more. Empty out all the way up. And you're gonna make your way down to your back, nice and slow. Let's take one bridge, walk your feet in and ground it in your back. Arms along your side. Tuck your pelvis as you exhale. Squeeze your glutes and press up. Hold. Maybe interlacing your fingers underneath you, coming up a little higher. For 5. And 4. 3. 2. Take an inhale and exhale. Next inhale, just slowly release right back down. Nice job. Feet are out wide. And windshield wipering your knees from side to side. And we'll go ahead and open up your knees, soles of your feet together, cobbler pose. Go ahead and place your hands on your belly. Taking this opportunity just to check in with your breath, feeling your belly rise. Okay, let's go ahead and draw those knees together. Draw your knees to your chest. You can stay right here, rocking from side to side, or taking it to a happy baby if that's in your practice. Grabbing onto those big toes or the outside of your feet, or really wherever it's accessible without forcing anything. Let's go ahead and move right to pigeon. Let's take our right ankle right above that left knee. Draw your left thigh into your chest as you press your right thigh away. If this is too intense, keep your left foot grounded and just press gently your right thigh away. Doing a lot of good work here as well. We'll go ahead and switch. Release, taking your arms out at T, knees into your chest, just let them fall to the right, gaze left. You can take your top thigh, your right hand, and just gently press your top thigh down. And then bring your knees back to center, let them fall left, gaze right. Then going deeper, pressing that top thigh down. And coming back to center. And taking your feet out wide, just windshield wipering your knees from side to side. We're going to take one more twist here. Let your knees fall right. Take your right foot onto your left thigh. Breathe. So once we finish this, you have a choice to hit pause and just come into a final resting pose, breathing, getting quiet. Definitely would recommend if this is later in the day and you're doing this. But if this is in the morning, like me right now, I'm going to skip a final resting pose and I'm just going to come right out of it. So you can join me if you want. All right, let's go ahead and take that foot off your thigh. Exhale, your knees to the left, left foot on your right thigh. And release, ease into a full body stretch. Reaching back behind you, pointing your toes. And this is where you can come into final resting or hug your knees into your chest with me and start to rock front to back from one end of your spine to the other. You can also rock hip to hip if that feels better for you. And let's rock 3 more. All the way up, back to a comfortable seat where we started pause. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale into prayer. Let's press to your chest, close your eyes, gaze down, or do both, getting connected to your breath and to your heartbeat. Just acknowledging yourself for coming to your mat taking care of yourself for this little bit of time today. And set an intention to continue to do that each and every day, showing up, knowing when to push, but also knowing when to slow down and get quiet and just do some stretching and breathing. All a part of taking care of yourself. And taking care of yourself means that you can show up for others just in a stronger, healthier way. Show up for loved ones and friends and neighbors and even strangers. One more full inhale. Bail it out. From my heart to yours. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you back here soon. Take care.